Good morning. How's everybody doing? So I was sitting here thinking, okay, what are we going to actually do? We can continue with the Tales of Astolia. Last week we watched about 4 chapters, and I think that sounds like about the right amount to watch. Um, and uh, yeah, the bats. Oh yeah, yeah. CYP. We've had. I think I've lost track now. 6 or 7 bat encounters in our house this summer alone. We get bats flying in the air in our house. Anyway, I just wanted to hang out with you guys. Where's the purple? Purple in the background? Peeps, you say, where's the purple in the background? I see some over my, nope, that shoulder. Yeah. Well, I'm the one in the family who normally catches the bats. The purple hair. I don't have purple hair anymore. I had purple and green and every color of the rainbow hair, but unfortunately, when COVID hit, I stopped going to the beauty salon, and so now I just have my normal natural hair with my lovely skunk stripe. So it's boring, but is what it is. No, I liked my purple hair a lot, but it was much more interesting to have multicolored hair back before it was a trendy thing. And then it became everybody in there and everybody else and blah blah blah. And of course, because of COVID, my hair grew out, and then I chopped it short a couple summers in a row. This summer I've been trying to not chop it short just because it gets so hot. And so this summer I think I'm going to make it through without chopping it off. Although we've been having a really big 100,000 bats. Okay, yeah, 100,000 bats. That's a lot of bats. One bat, scary. 100,000, mighty and magnificent. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, my hair is boring brown with a white skunk stripe. Anyway, so any thing that anybody wants to do specifically, we can do behind the scenes. I've uploaded a few pictures of my baby goats. I don't know which one is the best one, but let me see if any of those have actually fully uploaded, and then we can try to watch so you can see what my baby goats look like. Yeah, I don't know how to do my own peeps. I'm not very good at things like that. Plus, I probably broke my hand the very first day of vacation, and unfortunately, that has limited me a lot this whole summer. So I will put up the baby goats though. But yeah, my hand, which looks totally normal and not at all a problem. But I fell and I landed right on, fell on gravel. I landed on my hand, and there's something called the hook of hamate, just a bone that kind of sticks out, little tiny ones. And so I'll put the goats up. I'm going to see what I've got going. I've got some cute videos, but let's see. But anyway, while I'm loading that though, I'll just talk about my hand because that's how I am. But anyway, let's see what videos pending, all uploading. They're all still uploading. It's because I uploaded a bunch all at one time. Let's see. Oh, one of them is fully uploaded. We can watch that one. It's the shortest one. I don't know what we'll see on it, but we will see babies. So let's put the babies on. It's a minute-long video. Yeah, so I can't open doors. I can't. I can put my car in gear, but I can't push it back and into park. Um, I can't put my hand on the wall using a mouse. I'm having to use my fingertips on my mouse because I can't use my palm on anything. So on Monday, I'll be calling them because they said wait a couple weeks and call us back, but they didn't put my hand in the correct position to detect that particular problem. So anyway, let's see. I am going to try to include my channel. There we go. That's the right one. Okay. All right. I think that's what we want. You'll have to tell me if you don't hear sound. I have no idea what the sound's going to be like anyway, but let's watch this video. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. They're all hiding in the underneath the piece of plywood. They already know how to scratch to get them comfortable spot. Can't see it. Okay, that's great. Oh, it's the wrong one. Hold on. Which one? Oh, I see. I thought I shared this one. Okay, let me start over again. They are cute though. So I started over. Let me switch this out. Try one more time. Thank you. Sorry, I'm still learning, but I appreciate your letting me know. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that wasn't the right one. Let's try this again. Stop screen. Oh, let's see. Let's try this again. Share screen. This one. I think this is the right one this time. Tell me if you see a fence. I think you see the fence now, or the shadow of the fence. All right. Look at the puppies.
How you guys doing?
It's so funny.
A lot of butts. Hey, Mama. Do you want me to bring you your babies? I can.
Aw, well, let me see if I have any other videos that are available. Let's see, because I just don't know if I didn't upload them when I should have done. Let's see, we've got my premiere for tomorrow, which is an hour 47. And then let's see. Oh, no. So these two are almost done, I think. No, they're not. All right, we'll have to wait a little bit longer. But we'll when it does come on, I'll let you know. We'll check back. Oh, I want to tell you guys a funny. So you know how I did that contest with the Drunk Beaver song to try to. I did the Drunk Beaver contest song because I wanted to win like 500 songs, and I had spent $5 on 100 songs, and so I won the contest. I'm waiting for the 100 I paid for to be used up, and then I'll apply the coupon that lets me get the 500. But their system has a glitch, and so I'm all the way up to 126 songs that I've made, but they've stopped counting down at 8. So I have an infinite number of songs between now and the 23rd, which is what I paid for. And then my paid month will be over. But it's really, really crazy. Do you want me to put up some of my baby sheep for him? Peeps. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Let's see. Let me see if I have it. It's been a while with the sheep, so let's see. Yeah. Trying to decide if I just want to go with sheep or goats only. I love my sheep though, way more than the goats, honestly. But let's see. Here is a video I never posted. How long is it? It's a minute long. Let's watch this one. I'll put it back up. Is that the right one? It does not look like the right one. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Nope, not the right one. Okay, hold on. Pause. Let's remove this one. Yeah, I got number 1. It was kind of cool. But let's try this again. I am just not that good at this. Let's see. From June 2nd. There we go. All right, here we go. So this is just outside our house. They're just, what are they doing? Oh, I think this might just be a clip of a bunch of photographs. But that's okay. I think I was trying to sell them, so I took a picture of all of them, and made a little video. That's not as cute though when they actually are romping around. So let's see. See if I can get a better one. Now I know why that one was private. Hi, Beverly. How are you doing? And welcome to anybody who's watching this after the stream actually airs. I'm going to try to do this on Saturday mornings. It's kind of just utterly purposeless, but it's okay. Well, let's see. Where is my sheep playlist? I have a playlist with sheep. Lambing, yay. Okay, let me look for a better.
Babies.
Let's see. More cuteness.
Good job, Ivy.
No, not that one.
Girl, you are. Can I visit your babies? I
Oh
promise I won't be
I
there
love
long.
these babies. Look how tiny they
See how
are.
they're doing. You used to have them. What a good girl. Can I visit this one? You're okay, Mama.
That's Charlie Brown and Domino. That was when they were first born.
My gosh.
Oh, I love those babies.
Hi, little boy. Hi, little boy.
The sheep, because I love the sheep.
My gosh. It's
Anyway,
a little boy.
I'm gonna look.
And you look like
nice
your daddy.
one.
You look like your daddy.
And then we're gonna
like your daddy.
away from the sheep a little. Let's see.
Oh my gosh! Look at the heart. Heart. Okay. All right.
Let's see.
Lilu. Hi, Bubby.
I figured he would because they just look like goats. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. I love my babies. Oh. And the goats do that same thing all the time.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Snaps. Hi, Lilu's baby. What was I thinking of calling him? I had a name.
It takes a bit to remember their names, and I have a harder time the bigger they get, the more woolly they get. But it's also not that bad because I tried to memorize their spots, but when there are 12 of them, it's totally different.
You baby.
Luckily, I've only got the 4 baby.
Do
I only have the
dusk.
4 little baby
Says,
goats. I have the one
when
bigger baby goat. Her name is AC, and so one of the white with a black spot on her shoulder, and one of the babies is pure black. And I'm gonna go ahead and mute this. One of the babies is pure black, and so not pure black, pure white. So that one is the offspring of my pure white goat. So I decided that he's a little direct copy of his mama. So his name is DC. So we have ACDC are the 2 white ones. And then there's the 2 girls. One is kind of a honey color and with a swirl of white. I'm calling her Honey. Uh, yeah, it's for water. Well, sometimes I use them for food, those tubs. And then the dark girl who is just absolutely stunning to look at. She is Coco. And then the last one, I still haven't really come up with a name that fits. Oh my gosh, look at those babies. I forgot how cute they are when they just start leaping around, leaping all the time. That's such a pack. Oh, I don't want to give them up. I want one more year with them. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. We're running 2 water tanks right now just because it's so hot. I love them. They just leap all over the place. I think it's having so many that makes it the cutest. But yeah, so then I've got ACDC, Honey, Coco, and the one that doesn't have a name, I might call him Sting. And because all of the parent goats, we've got the boss, or Bruce Springsteen. We've got Pat Benatar. We've got Tiny Tina Turner and Stevie Nicks. Those are the names of all of the goats. So anyway, I forgot how cute these guys were. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this and let's see. When I was a child, I visited my great uncle's chicken ranch, and he didn't believe in birth control. So he had literally dozens of cats that had litters of kittens. So I named every kitten I found and remembered their names. It was only when the above 100 that I started having trouble remembering their names. 100 kittens. It was crazy. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. All right. So let's see. Let me share one of the one or a couple of the songs I've been creating. So let's see. All right. So here, I'll give you guys an option to look at some of the names. So some of these, and basically I've just been kind of binge making songs because they keep not using up the last 8 songs. So I've made several for my next chapter or my next part. So I just finished part 1 of volume 2, and I'm gonna be working on chapter 2 of part 2 of volume 2, which we're gonna go from 383 BC. We're gonna be in 1990, I think, something like that. So let's see, Royal Succession. Let's listen to my most recent song, shall we?
Baby twins born to royalty, identical boys surgically taken from labor gone awry, intervention or she would die. Nobody observed, nobody knew which one was first, which was two. The keeper decreed who the heir would be, and he served as the leader faithfully. The royal succession, Estonian traditions, promises we revere, contentment instead of fear. Heir apparent, abdication, peace is inherent. The keeper's sons will rule the nation. The royal succession, Estonian traditions, promises we revere, contentment instead of fear. Heir apparent, abdication, peace is inherent. The keeper's sons will rule the nation. The royal succession, Estonian traditions. Which one was first we revere, contentment instead of fear. Heir apparent, abdication, peace is inherent. The keeper's sons will rule the nation. The royal succession, Estonian traditions. Which one was first we revere, contentment instead of fear. Normally the king's oldest grandson would have a coronation as succession continues on.
So, Jonathan, I was just telling everybody before you got here. I'm glad that your grandson enjoyed the animals. So, Jonathan, you know how I won those songs, and so I thought I have to apply the coupon they sent me, and I wasn't sure what that would do with the songs I already paid for. So I thought, well, I'm just going to use up all 100 that I paid for, and then I'll start the coupon and see what that does. Well, I've gotten it down to 8 songs left of the 100 I purchased, and it won't go the counter won't go lower. So I've probably tried to use up the last 8 and made 30 more songs. Giving cake to a hyper kid. Yeah, that'll certainly calm down your day. Anyway, so what would you guys like? We can make a song. We can oh, I wanted to show you guys something. Let me see if I can. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I did something else too. So let's see. Yeah, it's interesting how if I try to change this to a different one. Anyway, give me a moment. Let me put something up because I'm actually pretty excited by what I've been doing. Oops, wait, why is it there? Sign in with Google. All right, I'm gonna switch the screen.
Oh, shit, don't do that. Don't do it, Tammy. Don't do it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Jonathan. Peeps really is a fantastic grandma. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna share my screen again. Let's see, what's this one called? There we go. I have been having fun with this particular website, which allows you to make 30 little movie clips every month for free. And it's working on one I asked it to make, but I wanted to share some of the other ones I've made. Yeah, I did pay for them. So here, let's see. Here's one of the ones I made. Oops, wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. That's one of them. Here's another one. Cake for everyone. Yay. Let's see. So I had fun. This was my one of the ones I tried to make, Jonathan. I tried to make something. Here was my prompt: a beaver in a hard hat dancing and drinking beer in a lush redwood forest while a bunny and a skunk play musical instruments. And this is what I got. I was thinking about you, but apparently this thing wasn't. Anyway, I tried. You can't hear this, by the way, because there's no sound, just in case you were wondering. But yeah. Yeah, it's close, sorta. I think this one's probably, it's the first one I made, and it's probably the best one. I just think it's, I don't know, magical. Huh. Anyway, I've been having fun. It's been an interesting summer. And, you know, it's what it is. Crazy. So did you want to watch some of the, most recent videos that I put out this week? Because I didn't have anybody. I had like 4 premieres with nobody showed up. I felt very sad. Actually, there was at least one person hanging out, but they didn't come to chat. So at least there was that. But yeah, is what it is, I guess. But yeah, beaver babies. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. So Beverly, kids begin right after Labor Day, but teachers begin almost 2 weeks before that. And then I gave up 2 weeks of my summer vacation so that I could make like $7,000. Yeah. And yeah, I heard Vicky is sick. I'm sorry. It's just, I hope she feels better. So I've got like 29 days left of vacation. No, it's okay. I understand that, Yoga, that you were on vacation. That's okay. It just still felt kind of lonely. That's all. Not that people, are required to be here or anything. I just really like it. All right, let me go back. So this is one of the fun things that I've been doing. This one that I told it to start making like 2 hours ago. Since I'm on the free plan, it's kind of like whenever they have a break in the computing power, they'll process that video. These ones with the redhead took like 6 hours to make. But their most basic plan which includes 150 of these 5-second clips, is like $300. I ain't gonna do that. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, I hope Vicky does feel better. She really seemed to be having struggles. So yeah, I really miss her. She adds a lot to the conversation. She really does. She has a humor. I really like her humor. But shall we take up where we left off, or do you want to watch one of the videos we most recently? Yeah, it was a beautiful dress. Those are really beautiful. I feel like the whole AI thing has taken me from my own art, and allowed me to realize more of what's in my head. In fact, let's actually watch one of the most recent videos, because I think I want to show off. I want to explain something that I hadn't. That I didn't have anybody to tell at the time. Let's see. Let's watch this one. Oops, let's not. With adding my own music to these videos. I mean, this music I would never have been able to make.
Eternal melodies freeze, stars shine ancient light, temples glow in the night, scarabs dance in flight.
Vitiligo was a common affliction in one family, in what later became...
So I don't know if any of you guys have seen these videos from chapter 13, but what I did, and it was really vain of me, I know, but what I did is I threw in a whole bunch of art that I created for the created a few summers ago. That's all Egyptian themed, and I just threw in these animations I made. They're not the best, although this one has some interesting story. Let's keep watching, and then I'll stop it when we get to the finished product.
Nigeria, those who showed signs of a loss of pigmentation were taken to work in the temple, become servants of the gods, and accorded the status of royalty. The individuals who filled this role had a level of compassion, interspersed with the intuition to know what to say or do for any malady or mediation, that the stories about them eventually extended through most of the ancient world, from Araby to Chela, Anoxus to Palmyra. Melody Cormick, Inscrito.
Tremaine asked her something. Antiochus asked Leorana.
So this is this image is not, it's not my original art, although I made this art, but this began with a tomb painting, the Tomb of Menes, I think his name is. And so I took a photograph of it, and then I used it to create this, which is the same exact image with the same colors. And I had somebody who, I posted this on DeviantArt, and somebody got really mad at me because my Egyptians, with the exception of the slaves, are really white. And they were just treating me like I was somebody who wasn't honoring the color of people in Africa. And the funniest part about it is, it wasn't about that. I literally used the eyedropper tool to get the colors exactly the same as from this tomb painting. And the skin color of every one of these people was the actual color of the of this tomb painting. Now, these are matte, colors. There's not much shading going on with these, but so it happens to be the color of that one pixel, but it's literally exactly what the painting was. And they just got so mad at me, and they're just like, well, you're not a very good art, I mean, they said, well, no, it's not the color of, and I said, well, I'm just an artist. I do the best I can. Well, you aren't a very good artist then. Just funny stuff. So what happens in this video next, it's going to kind of focus in on some of the details. The whole idea of this scene is it's supposed to be Mr. Dude here with his wife or wives and kids and slaves and whatever, and they're on a fishing trip, and they're gathering up, the lilies from the Nile and the reeds from the side of the Nile and all kinds of birds. There's a cat up in the reeds, there's a rat, and there's also a ferret somewhere. And in the water, you have all of the different types of animals. And so it's just supposed to show this successful hunting trip. Hi! Aw, you made it. Thank you so much. Aw. Thank you. I really appreciate that you came. And yeah, some Egyptians were Greek. What I was trying to do at the time is I was literally taking art and recreating this crumbling image to be as much like I think the way I think they needed it or wanted it to be. Not that I was trying to. I don't care about the color. The color, I mean, as you guys may have noticed, how you doing? How you doing? Is it Mikey or Credence or both of you? Mikey, I think. So anyway, one of the things that I did is I wanted to have these pictures. And so I did them. I did like a whole bunch. I did most of, gosh, I can't remember now. Anyway, let's continue with the video.
The same thing, something indecipherable. The two brothers looked at each other, and Shania sensed they were frustrated by the language barrier. Tremaine glanced over at his uncle and said something to him. His uncle responded and pointed to where two people were arriving, slightly out of breath. Shania was relieved to see Kedrick's familiar face. They would understand much better with his translations to help them. By his side was a Nubian.
Absolutely.
To Shania's discerning eye, this girl was of royal lineage.
Jonathan, I appreciate
She had the mark of favor, a jagged slash of light skin and hair on the face to mark a person as touched by the gods or favored by them. On this girl, the mark began under her left eye, crossed through the iris of her eye, through her eyelashes and eyebrow, and continued up into her hair. The effect was dramatic. Most of her skin was black as night, but within the slash it was cream-colored. Her eyes had distinct dark fathomless ebony irises, but the mark of favor left a streak of green. Where the slash met her lashes, eyebrow and her tightly curled ebony hair, the black was transformed to a rich red. The beautiful Nubian came up to Shania and spoke to her in the language she learned as a child, before she was sold to the strange blonde northern beauty and her father. She was instantly transformed to the dusty pyramids, the rich smell of fertile Nile River soil, livestock,
these are beautiful
and the rich
pictures.
diversity of sounds that came from the musicians. She longed, for just a moment, to return to the desert oasis of her youth, but there was much that was dark in her past, and her current glorious surroundings exercised a greater pull on her heart.
I am Safiya, and I have been brought so you will understand everything that happens on this night with great clarity. If you agree, Kedrick and I will remain here in the palace for the next year. I will help serve your needs, while Kedrick undertakes the elder year of study in the temple.
Shania wasn't sure she wanted anyone to be her servant. She didn't wish to offend the woman, so she said simply,
"Thank you."
It was ludicrous to think this woman would be anyone's servant. Rialto spoke to them and then paused, to wait for the translation. First Kedrick spoke to Liorana, and then Sophia interpreted for Shania.
The keeper asks if you experience happiness here within our land.
The way Sophia phrased the question reflected her feelings.
I
She
like
was
that.
experiencing
But there aren't
happiness
any
to be
cats
in
in Estonia.
Estolia and, more importantly, to be in his arms.
I have never known a greater happiness than I know now.
She responded in her native language, keeping her eyes on Tremaine. Sophia spoke to Rialto, no doubt translating her words. Once both Sophia
Probably.
and Kedrick finished, Rolando stepped forward and turned to Liorana to speak. Shania was grateful when Sophia stepped close enough so she could unobtrusively interpret for her while they talked.
Liarana, my son believes you will make a superb queen of Estolia and asks if you will consent to be his lady.
Sophia whispered the king's words into Shania's ear. Liorana looked up at Antiochus. The answer did not need any translation. He leaned forward and kissed her, and then he looked from Liorana to Tremaine. Rialto spoke next, translated
So here,
rapidly by Sophia.
from this point
And
on,
you,
most of
Shania,
this is
my
art that I did.
nephew, is convinced you are a woman of great character, great intellect, and that there is no other woman better equipped to keep his soul safe. He asks if you are willing to stay with him throughout his life as his exclusively, willing to bear his children and hold him close for all the days of your life. Do you consent to this?
Shania looked up into Tremaine's beautiful expressive eyes. Like with Liorana, she didn't need to speak for him to know her answer.
There are 2 chambers prepared in the depths of the temple. Will you go there tonight, now, to consummate the union you have agreed to enter?
The king spoke again via translation. Shania looked over at Liorana and saw agreement in her eyes. She then looked up at the man who was, if she could believe it, asking her to marry him. Tremaine took her hand and led her out of the large gathering hall. Antiochus and Liorana followed them closely. Outside, the full moon was already high in the sky and the sun had long since set. The fall air was crisp. In the courtyard, 2 chariots waited, one with 2 white horses, the other with 3 darker-colored steeds. Shania watched Antiochus guide Liorana into the chariot with 2 horses. He stepped up behind her, holding her close with one hand, gripping the edge of the chariot with the other. Kedrick stepped up onto the chariot to expertly guide the horses to their destination. Once the first chariot left, Shania was directed to the second chariot, a larger vehicle than the first, pulled by 3 horses. When she saw it was the small giant responsible for getting them to the temple safely, she understood both the size of the chariot and the need for 3 horses. She stepped up onto the platform and felt Tremaine's arms come around her. In minutes, they were traveling, by moonlight, to the temple. Tremaine spoke to her and she wished she could understand him. But it was nice to hear him speaking to her, his breath on her ear, the warmth of his body pressing against her. The trip seemed quick, with the horses going quite fast on the well-maintained road. When the large man guiding their chariot slowed the horses, she saw the other chariot was already being moved away from the entrance. Tremaine helped her down once they came to a stop. With a brief couple of words for the giant, he turned with her and led her up the steps to the impressive entrance. 2 young men held the doors open for them. Once inside the building, she barely had time to look around. Tremaine was leading her across a large hall to another set of double doors being held open for them. Her senses were overwhelmed with the wealth and beauty of the surroundings. They walked through an amphitheater of sorts, and through a third set of doors. The hall they entered seemed vast, but the only thing Shania focused on was the familiar sight of Liorana, standing with Antiochus. They crossed the hall so the 2 brothers could speak to one another and grip forearms before embracing. The men separated. Tremaine led her down the hall to the left, around a curve, stopping at a final set of double doors. One of the 2 young men who accompanied them this far moved forward to open the door for them. They slipped through and then the door was closed, leaving them alone together.
In the Nile's warm miles, legends reconcile. Whispers echo low, through pyramids they flow. Timeless tales they know, secrets of long ago.
Yeah, it's funny. This particular screen is what's gotten me in trouble frequently on at school because I will be watching something. It'll get to, the recommends screen, and then there'll be political stuff and things, and so they'll anyway. Yeah, I didn't notice any issues with dogs being eaten when I lived in El Paso either. That's kind of interesting. There are 3 people in this one tiny little chat who have lived in El Paso. I mean, that's pretty randomly weird, but who knows? All right, let's see what else I've got. Let's see. Where am I going? So this one tomorrow is just the compilation. And the thumbnail, I decided what I found is I found a bunch of the cover art I did for the actual books that I'm putting on YouTube now. I'm hungry too, sorta. I mean, as hungry as I ever get. Well, there you go. Pass through El Paso. Yeah. I lived in 5 different regions of El Paso when I was there. I was a missionary, a Mormon missionary, part of my deep, dark past. But we all have dark things in our closet. Let's see. You all saw Colin's song I made, I'm sure. But let's see, let's go hear this.
Horses.
Not that one. Which one did I want to go to? Sorry, I almost went to my live stream. I wonder what that would have been like if you go to your live stream during your live stream. But I just wanted to show you this. This is actually the actual cover art for the book itself that I'm now reading through. I mean, you can't read anything on it, but what I wanted was to have something that would kind of show what I was going to put there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I almost ruined the universe that way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it could have been awful, but luckily that didn't happen. So that premieres in 23 hours. Let's go look and see if any of those other videos actually have uploaded now. Let's see. Oh, one of them has. Oh, wait, we already saw that one. Processing. So one of them will be ready in 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, this one is the funniest one. So I didn't really make very long titles for these because I was going to mess with them and then re-upload later. But what I found really interesting was there were some that were so cute when I was reviewing them. They were really cute. Like little AC, my my baby goat, the biggest baby goat who was born a few weeks ago, she likes to stand on the sheep. And the sheep have gotten to where they've given up and they'll let her. Oh yeah, El Paso was beautiful, but I several times got burns on my face so bad that my face would weep in the night. Yeah. So yeah, these are uploading, but it's gonna take a bit before I have them to share. This one's checking. I wonder if we can watch it anyway. Oh, we can. There we go. So there's AC, and there's the two of the babies. She's the big sister. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Oh my god, they're so cute. I love my babies. Oh, you guys can't even see me, can you? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Yeah, I figured it out eventually. I'm slow. How's that? Better? Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Yes, definitely. Unfortunately, I can only get them doing fun things at Swan. So the lighting isn't that good. That rooster hates me. I let the sheep in the barn are all fighting over the food I had in there for two goats. It's okay though. Hi, Mama. You're still a bit, completely confuzzled. Where did those little things come from? Sorry, Mama. There's nothing much over there. You'll get food in a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's see. Those are all uploading. Yeah, those are the ones I've got that I can show you guys. Oh my gosh, those babies are cute though. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna probably wrap this up. The whole family is banished from my living room until I get done. So I guess they have a reason for passive aggressiveness. But yeah, so let's yeah, we have lots and lots of chickens. We have one who was insisted on being broody. So I stuffed some eggs under her and two of them hatched. And then another one went missing. Another chicken went missing. And then she returned with 3 babies. And then another one has been sitting on eggs since school got out, but that's like 4 weeks. So I don't think that's going to happen. There was another one who finished with the 2 that she hatched out and decided she wanted to hatch some more. So she found a bunch of eggs that the hens, they like to leave them in nest areas, but they don't actually stick around to make them into chickens. But then what this one girl did is she says, oh, here's a bunch of eggs. I'll sit on them and hatch them. And they were right on the edge of a bale of hay, so they kept falling off. And so I finally took the last 5 remaining and put them elsewhere. And she's like, okay, that's fine. I'll just nest on them here. But I don't think they're going to hatch. And then we have another one who's got 20 eggs. She's trying to hatch in our highest up nest box. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we have lots and lots of chickens. And they've gotten now to the point where there are enough of them who get broody that it's an exponential growth suddenly. Anyway, it's fun. I will share more later. I'm going to do this every Saturday, same time, same bat channel and all. And yeah, I will share some more. I'm going to be processing those videos and try to make kind of a compilation video at some point. Or maybe I'll just turn them all live and you can just watch them in their raw format. But anyway, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. I think you guys are great. And thanks for, well, where can they hide? We'll see, we've got 10 acres. So the chicken can wander off into they're free range. They come, they go, they do whatever they want. So with 10 acres, there's plenty of places to hide, especially because half of it is just straight up forest. So, yeah, lots of fun, strange things. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow at 9 my time, Pacific time, for my premiere, which is the compilation of part 1 of volume 2. And I'll be starting part 2 of volume 2, where we zoom into the future into 1990, but it's not about a king. Just thought I'd let you know that most of the stories aren't really going to be about, you know, Prince Charming finding his Cinderella or whatever. But right now we're starting to build up the peripheral characters in the big story. So anyway, I'll see you guys. Bye.